get it?
Yeah. So you gonna call me that too, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2 has been straight gas. The animation is on point, the soundtrack has me moving like Hikari doing the dance, the characters are back to jumping people, and the meathead itch is getting scratched. But above all, there's one thing I've noticed about Jujutsu Kaisen Season 2. There are no thoughts, just straight vibes. They be horny as hell with some of these scenes, especially in the most recent episode, right after we are once again reminded that you are my special. The animators said, you will be fed. No child will be left starving. All who desire greatness will be taken care of. Welcome to my table. And this week in Canada, it was Thanksgiving, so the animators were looking out for us fellow Canadians. So I thank you, I praise you while being on my knees for granting us that May scene. She was talking about how she reached her limit or something like that. I was not reading the subtitles. I wasn't even listening. There were different sounds that were playing in my head when that scene was going on. I was not paying attention at all because the hips, thighs, the bakery were all culminating together to create a game-changing performance. I suspect in a year's time, Makima stocks might hit an all-time low because a game-changing star player has entered the pitch. That scene was so crazy, it almost made me forgive the actions that woman is about to commit later on in the season. But to be fair, Makima and Mei are two sides of the same coin. Both are women that are the embodiment of a red flag, but just like Gon from Hunter x Hunter, that doesn't stop some of us. We all want to be victims. Now, before I get into the other case of this episode, just having no shame in regards to thirst, can we talk about the hate for Nobara? She got sneak attacked by the worst character in the entire series, and they couldn't even let her take the L in peace. Had to have a whole x-ray scan of her dome getting rocked around like Benson's gumballs. Unnecessary. And Gege even decided to draw a cute little art piece of it, reminding every Nobara fan on the planet that he hates her more than Gojo. Thankfully, Nanami pulls up to stop this foolishness, and this is when we get the most shameless display of being down bad. They got this man Nanami looking like he's from JoJo's or Baki. This is not the same man from season 1. That is not Nanami. That is Nathan Itadori. Bro took Roy's off screen and started mewing aggressively the second he realized Ichiji got smoked. Had horror to thinking he ran into the final boss the way he tanked all of his attacks. While watching this episode, I was literally Nobara. I was in awe at the amount of raw ore this man was oozing through the screen. This moment was aggressive in the manga, but never to this extent. It was a violation. It was just something different. Nanami was like genuinely tweaking. He was tripping this entire scene. And after the first attack that had this man questioning how he's not dead, Nanami walks over and grabs him by his damn ponytail. Like, you have to take this in by the ponytail, bro. That was not in the manga at all. That was just straight horniness. You go on TikTok, Twitter, or Reddit, and there are people horny posting about this scene. Cause why he grab him like that? Pulled by the hair and close, back and shoulder muscles bulging. Mappa said, yeah, we're gonna thirst trap y'all with Nanami, and guess what? They won, because that was raw. Normally, I would expect this from Gojo, but I didn't think like a single Gojo scene in this anime has been as raw as Nanami was in that episode. The aura was simply unmatched. In the last couple of episodes, they tried it. They had Gojo breathing for a long time. They had Gojo saying that wild ass thing he said to Hanami about, oh, is this where you're weak? And women were going crazy. But Nanami had to simply step up and prove to everyone he's him, and he's the real money maker of JJK. Next episode is Yuji versus Chozo, and if you have been in the anime community for longer than a week, you know how people get down when they see a character that looks like they haven't slept in 10 years. Straight deviant behavior. So I won't be surprised if Mappa pulls an Nanami with Chozo next week, but don't take this as me hating. Hell, I welcome it. Game is game. At least they are doing tasteful fan service, none of that Fire Force foolishness, because around here, when we start moving like Chainsaw Man fans, we do it with class. And if you are someone with class and enjoys anime content that keeps it real, consider subscribing so when I hit 10K, you can brag about being a day one. I gotta get back in the kitchen to cook. Peace.